International media is crying one thing in immigration of the world, and this news is becoming breaking news. I think this is a little humiliation of India as a country. That's why I am recording this clip. Therefore, when you are giving news, why immigration analysts and immigration channels are naming India again and again, I will tell you the facts, what is actually going on for Indians in Canada, and they are talking about Indians are in danger. And yes, the news which media is giving, 700,000 Indians students are going back to India, and they may not be able to stay in Canada. So therefore, a element has been developed that maybe Canada is forcing only Indians out of the country, and this is India that who submit documents fake. Genuine people are very less. These are the news of the media I am speaking, and I totally disagree. That's why I will give you some explanation in this clip by which you will be able to understand this is normal procedure of Canadian immigration, which is applicable for all countries including America, including Australia. Even Australians are present in Canada, same rules matter. Even Pakistanis are present in Canada, same rules matter. So never mean Canada is against India. So first of all, anxiety, this pain of immigration analyst for Indian must be shunned. I request. I will tell you facts and figures, and I will tell you why media is highlighting India by naming India. My question is only one: why they are not naming other countries? Other countries' students are also coming back. That reason I will also tell. Now, first of all, I will start from here. That news is that 700,000 Indians are coming out from the Canada. Mean Canada is in pushing them out by Canadian Prime Minister announcement, and they told that students whose visas are expired, and of course in next year, the media is absolutely right in this news that almost many thousand students visas will expire. Now, Canada is not pulling out. The new rules have been made, and that rules are not against Indians only. They are against all people. So, why media is highlighting Indians only? Remember, the maximum number of the students who are studying currently in the Canada, those are Indians after China. Almost 60 to 70,000 students goes 1 year from India, which is maximum. Definitely, when visas will expire, many students, maximum students were going from India. So maximum students visas will expire of the India. So therefore, when Canada government, Canadian Prime Minister Justin is talking, when your visa is expired, you have to leave our country. That's the point. If the Canada is announcing that when your visa is expired, respectfully, they use the word respectfully, please, immigrants, with due respect. They are not charging Indians. They are not blaming Indians. These Indians are legal Indians. They went to the Canada by getting Canadian student visa by legal way from Canadian embassy in the Canada. Please remember, pulling out, pushing out, this is not the deportation. Deportation is something else. These are something else. This is just when your visa, and technically, if you just see the logic of the student visa of any country, the logic is that 90% logic is that you will go to that country, you will study there, and after your study, you will come back to your home country. That is 100% logic, which I am giving you some key point. That when you are applying for student visa, you write explanation letter. In some countries that is called statement of purpose. In some countries it is called explanation letter. In Canada it's explanation letter. In this explanation letter or statement of the purpose, students prove to the immigration officer that after getting my degree, after getting my education, I will go back to the home country. So, if the student is writing and student completing education, that's the Canadian government is talking about, that when your visa expire, visa definitely will expire when they will complete their education, when they complete their degree. Technically, according to SOP, according to plan which they deposited in the Canadian embassy at the time of the visa, according to rule, they need to come back or they need to go back to their home country. Canada is 100% right. And now you are just blaming Indians, that Indians are deported. This is not deportation. This is just a respectful exit. Now you will be talking about what is the difference with the old rule and the new rule. What was the benefit? This was additional offer of Canadian Department of Immigration. This was additional offer of Canadian Department of Immigration for all students, not Indians, that when you was finishing education, they were giving you work permit. And they were giving you work permit of almost 2 year, 3 year by bridging visa, and like Australia, and that was called PGWP, postgraduate work permit visa. But I am giving you news that PGWP is still available for some educational degrees. Now you are blaming Canada, that Canada is pulling those Indian 700,000 out of the Canada, but you are not blaming consultants, immigration consultants inside India. Did you ask immigration consultants why they admitted these students in such courses, in which PGWP is not available according to the new rule? Once again, I will confirm there are some new degrees, new educational courses in which PGWP work permit of the students after completion of the degree is available, means they can apply for the work permit. That's why PM Justin is clarifying, because they made new rules and they are talking, if you are not eligible for extension of the visa after degree, mean that you are in that course in which extension is not possible, you may leave. You tell me, this is a Canadian mistake, this is Indian mistake, student mistake? No, I think consultant must admit the students in those courses in which PGWP was available or is available. Second point, each country is independent of making own rules of immigration. Nobody can push them, nobody can force them. That's their country, and they can decide that who will come and who will not come. But if you are talking they are doing this thing only with the Indians, I think Indian harassment, I was watching a clip. I think this is a little bit negative news regarding Canadian Migration Department, Canadian Prime Minister, because when he announced the rules of immigration, new rules of immigration at any level, he did not tell that I am against Indians. He used sentences for all migrants. When they are talking about Indians, even they talk about Indians, just Indians came out because in data maximum number comes Indians. So they are not deporting Indians, they are sending back according to rules of the Canadian Migration Department, Citizenship Department, IRCC and Canadian Prime Minister, new rules, because there is an influx of immigrants and they are applying these changes for all immigrants. I think they are, which I have news, they gave more visas to the Indians than any other country. If you just ask from Indian Canadian embassy, they will give you data in which maximum numbers of the visas were given by Canadian embassies to the Indians. Not any other country. Neighbor country Pakistan has very less visas issued as compared to the Indians. I think a total credit goes to the Canada. And if we will talk about India is doing something, Canada is doing something. These are immigration matters. Only deportation definitely created the differences between the two countries. And I think those people are quite less in numbers. If any criminal Indians, those people are 2 or 3 or 4 in US or Canada. But mostly absolute numbers are legal people. Remember, I told 60,000 students almost going in 1 year. And out of 60,000, I am talking about 700,000, 700,000 people might come back from Canada, might come back, might because media is giving news without investigation. I did not know how many Indian students have applied for the work permit. I think in first month of IRCC data, in first month of 2025, it will be clear that how many work permits are issued. These numbers, social media will change, and it may be 100,000 to the 200,000. Remember, the students are not necessary for themselves. The students are the need of Canada as well, because Canada indispensable need money. Each country want to do business on education. Canadian as a top international education provider for international students, they can't shut down their business. So please, when you are giving such news that Canada is pushing Indians out, remember you must tell that these Indians' visas are going to expire according to immigration rules, and they are just leaving if they will go back with respect. Thank you very much.